Be warned that what you're about to witness will include graphic content of enemies dying and bloody explosions in Mayhem 4 True Takedown mode. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, I didn't expect any of this to happen when I was making this video. I honestly just wanted to do an honest review of the Breath of the Dying assault rifle. There are actually some pretty cool Wotan mechanics going on here as well that I didn't know about that we're going to also be talking about later, but none of this would be possible without the recent buff to the Breath of the Dying, and it is a phenomenal gun now. Thanks for coming back to another Borderlands 3 video. Don't forget to like the video and hit that subscribe button for more Borderlands 3 content. We deep dive into game mechanics, review weapons and items, and most of all, make Zane builds. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this. Now, like any good weapon review, real quick, let's tell you guys where you can get the gun. You actually want to find the Blinding Banshee on Necrotafeo. It's a Hammerlock hunt mission, and it has its own icon on the map. I'm putting up a quick screenshot, but you really can't miss it. Now, I do want to mention, like I said, there is a Wotan mechanic that makes the Breath of the Dying pop his ass so consistently like that, but I want to talk about this weapon in general, and I want to do a review of it because I think this weapon is phenomenal now, like I said. So this weapon was buffed by 35% damage on the weapon card, along with all the other dull assault rifles. This gun was actually really decent and good before, but now it's a monster. You can watch how I'm shredding all of these enemies in Mayhem 4 True Takedown mode. This gun has a whopping 1300 damage on the weapon card. Now, what makes this weapon so explosive is the effect of it. Whenever you kill an enemy with a gun, a bunch of orbs will shoot out, and they all do 6 times the damage of the bullet that killed the enemy. So basically, you just have all these orbs flying around doing so much damage, and the best way to use this gun is to definitely apply extra elements. Mine had Sentinel Cryo, and the explosions were also doing cryo damage. Keep in mind, shields really seem like they completely stop the damage from these explosions, so if you can apply shock or radiation or something, I think that's definitely the best option for this weapon. Now, the other thing I noticed and I want to mention is this weapon works extremely well when your enemies are as close as possible to each other. The explosions kind of all go out in a set pattern, so if you have an enemy really close nearby, they're going to get hit by all of those explosions. This gun can just shoot and take out the Kraken without using its secondary mechanic, but I noticed that if I could get an enemy really close to the Kraken and shoot that enemy instead, which is a much easier kill, then it'll also take out the Kraken. So this is super strong, a super powerful effect. Now, I'm not saying you should always try to line up enemies. I lined up an enemy to get the clip for the video, and I could have just shot the Kraken, but when I'm normally just mobbing anyway and enemies are bunched up, a great example is the Valkyries. When the enemies come down, if you can kill one really quick, you'll do a lot of damage to everything around it, and this gun is pretty great. Now, I also want to mention, my build was not set up to use this gun to its fullest potential. I just put it into a strong build, and it worked out well. I really think this is a build-around weapon, and if you get a whole build and all your gear tailored to this weapon, you're probably going to do some insane things, honestly. Like I said, applying shock or radiation, I think is probably going to be the best bet. And yeah, that's my review of this weapon. It's extremely strong. Now, I want to talk about the Wotan mechanics, basically making it so you pop his ass every single time with the Breath of the Dying. But yeah, this gun is really cool, and I might have to do a build with this gun in the future. Anyways, moving on to the Wotan thing. Basically, I was just getting footage for this video when all of a sudden I just was one-shotting Wotan, and it was kind of crazy. Now, I was talking about this to some other people in different Discord channels, and my guess was that the glass breaking animation somehow triggered the effect of the Breath of the Dying, and wouldn't you know it, I was right. Lazy Data was actually in a Discord channel where I was talking about this, and he confirmed for me, he said that he has actually gotten second wins off of that glass breaking animation, I guess. So it seems like Gearbox actually built this into Wotan's lower half. If you shoot him in his crit spot in the brain, you get these glass breaking animations. You can see it, like, and I've fought him a lot of times, so I've seen this a lot. But I never knew you could second wind off of it. I'm guessing it triggers kill skills. Like, I use Seeing Dead, so that's kind of hard to tell. But if I had to guess, I would say it definitely triggers your kill skills, and it definitely triggers the effect of the Breath of the Dying on kill as well. And since Wotan's such a big enemy, those orbs seem like they just blow up right inside of him, and it does a ton of damage. Now, one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is Wotan only does this effect, it seems like 2, maybe 3 times, so use it correctly and use it to your advantage. I'm going to play a quick clip of me basically shooting him with the Breath of the Dying while he was still shielded, because I wanted to test and see what would happen. Basically, his shield soaked up the explosion, but what this helped me learn about was that, like I said, it seems like he only does this effect, I think, about 3 times. So keep that in mind. There does seem to be a limited number of times he will have that like glass breaking animation, and you can get kill skills, second wins, etc. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I post. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.